The biggest breakthrough that I had through my cancer journey was that it wasn't cancer that was causing my suffering. It was my reaction to having cancer that caused my suffering. In April 2018, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 44. I thought cancer would never happen to me, so I was completely shocked. And my anxiety just went through the roof, and I needed tools to cope. The LOVEE Method is a mindfulness practice that I created and I use specifically to get me through my cancer journey with more ease and grace. So one emotion that I had during cancer treatment, and not just at diagnosis, but the entire time, was anxiety. What if the chemo doesn't work? What if I have complications from surgery? What if I don't survive? I mean, all of these are very real fears. We can use anxiety as an example of how the LOVEE Method kind of helps you be more equanimous. So the first thing you do is label it. So you'll say, anxiety is here. You don't say, I am anxious, because you don't want to identify with it. Just simply saying the energy of anxiety is here. O is for observe. You're just sitting back, you're taking the seat of the witness, the observer, and you're just observing the energy in motion, just observing that anxiety in the body. V is for value. You can actually value the emotion because this anxiety has something to tell you. Another reason to value the emotion is that this anxiety actually connects you to every other person on this planet. So it's just a reminder that you're not alone in going through breast cancer, and that anxiety is a completely natural emotion to have in this circumstance. And then the first E is embrace, and this is a mindful self-compassion practice. And essentially, you embrace your anxiety like it's a little child, and you give it a hug. You give it some compassion. You say, I know this is a hard time. And what is it that you need right now? And then once you feel like your anxiety has soothed a bit, you can go to the final E, which is equanimity. Equanimity just means non-reactivity. And I discovered that the less reactive I was during my cancer journey, the less I suffered. So equanimity is kind of the goal of LOVEE. You want to cultivate that feeling of I'm even keeled, I have peace of mind, I can handle this challenge with grace. Equanimity is really deep inner strength, and that's really something we need when we're going through cancer. And so I just found that when I was operating from this place of wisdom and reasoning, I was able to interact with my doctors and be on my own healing team, right? I could actually, make decisions about my treatment, and that was really empowering.